But it is true that people are looking for ways to protect their identity, including their name, their image, their voice, their signature. There's been a tenfold increase in deepfake content over the past 2 years alone. And as you know, deepfake videos can now feature very subtle micro-expressions like eye blinks and slight jaw movements, which makes it harder for the naked eye or the ear to pick them up. And they're so fast, the creation tools are so fast now that you can hold a fluent audio conversation with an AI in real time. And the same is about to happen with video. So there are, of course, creative possibilities there, but there are dangers when it comes to fraud, misinformation, and the theft of creative output, as you've said.
And we've even heard instances of people being on Zoom calls. They think to someone high up in their own company, only to discover everyone else on the Zoom call was actually an AI bot. Is there anything that can be done? Can the technology itself be used to protect us from the technology?
I think, first of all, the problem starts with regulation. The big tech companies are not going to regulate themselves. They've proven that time and again for the last 30, 25 years with social media. They're either incapable of or unwilling to regulate themselves. So governments need to step in. We need regulation to prevent digital forgery and non-consensual deepfakes. AI developers must be required by law to get express permission to train their models on recognisable faces or voices, say like celebrities, for example. And governments need to require that all deepfakes and synthetic voices contain digital watermarks and what we call audit trails. These are trails built on technologies similar to cryptocurrency, the blockchain idea, so that we can see exactly who developed the AI in the first place, the AI product, the deepfake, and who distributed it along the way. So, and there are other technical measures too. We can use metadata and crypto signatures to help verify if photos, videos, or voice recordings are the real thing. But again, end of the day, it comes back to government, and then it comes back to us being data literate, educating ourselves on how to recognize a deepfake as much as that is possible with the naked eye or ear, and how to check source labels and how to basically keep AI accountable. Dave, we tend to trust AI because we use it all the time. We tend to trust it. We don't think enough about who owns the company producing it, developing it, and what might be their motive in owning that company. And if we start to ask questions like that and to think critically, we might save ourselves a lot of heartache.
And if we take this down from the level of celebrities and creative types and even company leaders, do we need to be on the lookout amongst our own peer group? If somebody appears to be saying something or doing something online that we don't think is quite their character or their style, do we need to be that sort of literate as well?
Yeah, that's actually part of data literacy, just being aware of the backdrop to the information you're receiving. Part of data literacy is critical thinking, which is testing an idea within itself, first of all, to see if it's logical, if it stands up within itself. And then you ask yourself about the environment, which is what you're addressing. Does this sound like it fits what I already know? And so I've been urging people in the media and elsewhere to start reading a variety of news sources. Don't take all your news from AI-based large language model sources. Start to look more widely than that, because you need to build up a picture of reality based on more than the AI. Then when AI says something that sounds a little bit off, you've got something to measure it against. It just doesn't quite ring true, as you say. That taste is not automatic. It has to be developed, and it won't come if we're just reading one particular type of AI source. Large language models in particular, which is the AI that we use every day, are susceptible to hallucination, which is a nice word for lying. When the AI can't give you an answer, it will make something up because it's trained to answer you. It's trained to keep you coming back for more, to engage you. When it can't do that, it'll make something up. And there's bias in AI along gender lines, along racial lines, which is why it's a danger to facial recognition, for example. Whenever we use AI for research, which is, by the way, a sound use of this technology, we should check the sources. We should ask in our prompts for the source material. Please cite sources and provide links. And then if there's something that's very, very important to us, something that's central to our lives, we need to check the source. A while back, AI developers started to train what we now call artificial emotional intelligence. And the problem with AEI, artificial emotional intelligence, is that it can't truly empathize. Machines can't empathize because they can't have, by definition, a shared human experience. And that's the basis of empathy. And without empathy, what is a relationship? If you're not going to get feedback that is truly not just sympathetic, but sometimes challenging to what you're saying. I want friends that tell me what I don't know or what I need to do that I'm not doing. And so AI is not good at that because it's trained to engage you and bring you coming back for more. It's not going to give you that sort of truthful response. So there are many reasons why we should be wary of it. I think, though, it's important to say here, Dave, that we need to remain proactive with the technology. If we don't shape the future, it will reshape us. It's right that we're cautious about new technologies. I think we need to remain hopeful but cautious.
Fletcher, thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure, Dave.